Am I on? Good morning, Amani. Okay, there we go. Welcome, everyone. It's so good to see you all. We are going to begin by standing and singing our opening song with the very wonderful John DeFore. So let's raise the energy.
All right, well. This first tune, you're going to notice a theme in these songs. They're all by Dan Fogelberg except the middle one that I wrote. And since we're talking about the four agreements today, I always thought it would have been interesting if Dan Fogelberg and the Ruiz family had met, because it just would have been a very interesting meeting. So here we go. I have cried too long. I have cried too long. No more sorrow, time to carry on. Found deep water before I even learned to swim. Found deep water before I even learned to swim. Never thought I'd see the sun again. Once I was a man alone. Once I was a man alone. Like a phoenix, I have risen from the grave. Like a phoenix, I have risen from the flames. No more living someone else's dream. Too long the strings have been silent. Too long the voices are still. I never knew what you wanted. Sometimes I think I never will. Like a phoenix, I have risen from the flames. Like a phoenix, I have risen from the flames. No more living someone else's dreams. No more living someone else's dreams. Yeah, good morning.
That's okay. I don't need to move over there yet. Thank you, John, and welcome everybody again. I'm going to hand this off to Chris. Thank you. Okay, so I think, do we have some kids back there ready to go back, have a good time with Monica? So let's release the kids. If there's any kids here, they're going to have a great time, and then we'll hear a little bit about what they did afterwards. Welcome to the Amani Center. I like to start by doing our reading our vision statement together aloud. So let's all say it together. We are lighting the path to peace together. So that's why we show up here every Sunday. We show up for classes, we show up for workshops, we show up for treatment, we show up for meditation, for all the fun events, to be part of this community that together is lighting this path to peace at a time when the world needs that light shining. So thank you for showing up, for being a part of that. Thank you, Chris. All right. So a little bit about who we are. The Amani Center. We are an open and inclusive spiritual community, and we know that there are many paths to the divine. And so everybody's walking their own path. And so what we do here is we walk it together. So whatever your path is, wherever you are on that path, we're very happy to be walking it with you. You're always welcome here. Sometimes we show up to learn, sometimes we show up to grow, and sometimes we just show up to just be. This is a safe and a welcoming space for anyone who wants to just show up and fill their cup or just be open to what's coming in for them. So I'm really glad you joined us. Is there anyone here who's here for the first time? We do have a little bit of information we'd love to give you. If you're comfortable, you could just raise your hand a little and Margie will bring it over to you. If you're online and it's your first time, then feel free to send me a DM, send us a DM right below that you'd like to receive it. And we'd be happy to mail it to you or get it to you however works best. So we're just really glad that you've joined us. One of the ways that we live into our mission, into our values, is our circle of light and affirmative prayer. So our circle of light is made up of our practitioners and our ministers, all people who have spent years, often decades of treatment, of training, of practice in this new thought practice of knowing the truth for you, or affirmative prayer, or spiritual mind treatment. Lots of words for it, but basically what we're here to do is to sit with you, to hear what's going on, to hear what you're hoping to bring in, to understand the truth of you, and then remind you of that truth. Bring in the good stuff, release the stuff that's no longer serving. It's January 2025. It's a great time to release things that are just not for you. Doesn't mean it was bad. We don't have to put judgment on it, but sometimes we need to look at it and have awareness that it's time to let it go. We love to do that with you. So I'm going to ask the Circle of Light to raise their hands so that everyone can see who's here. Find us after service. Don't leave with that tough stuff. And again, if you've got something you're looking to manifest, whatever it is, even if you don't know what you need, sit down with us. We'd just love to get to know you and have a moment. One of the things that becomes really intuitive and really innate when you do this work is that you see it. You see the light shining in people, and you see what makes them passionate. You see what's lighting them up, and we can help you to see what maybe you don't see, because you're looking at your face every day in the mirror and you may not see it, but when we see you, we can see it. So find one of us. It's our gift to you, and we'd love to bring it. All right, we're going to take a minute and go through our announcements. We are in January, and our theme is Rejuvenate and Reboot. Today is the 12th, so we have the very wonderful Reverend Pixie DeFore, and she always brings her wonderful husband, John DeFore, to bring our music. Next week will be the 19th, our third week, and we'll have the wonderful Reverend Donna Appadone, a legend in the Sacramento area and a wonderful speaker. And then we are finishing off this wonderful new month with the very amazing and gifted Daniel Namod. So he will be here on Sunday, but he's also going to be here on the 25th for a concert, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. All right, so we are getting intentional. How many people stayed for Allison Tomei's workshop last week, the art? I think people really enjoyed that, as I saw, and probably went home with something beautiful that's going to help set your intention for the year. Well, Janet, who's on our board now, had a wonderful idea about doing that for the center in a community way, in a collaborative way. So you may have noticed some beautiful new art on that back wall. There's 3 simple canvases back there. One represents the self, one represents Amani, and one represents the world. And Janet has created some sheets that you can write what your intentions are for yourself, for the center, and for the world. And do they put their names on that, or are they just, okay, so you just put the intention. You don't need to put anything else. Just, there's pins back there. After service, take a moment, go back there and write that. And then she is going to encompass that into the art, and we're going to have it on the wall all year. I think this is a fantastic, fun idea that we can hopefully do every year. It's something cool you could do in your own family. You don't have to be an amazing artist like Janet. I'm so impressed with what she did. It's beautiful. But that idea of setting intention with your family, intentionally showing up on the planet, this is it, guys. This is why we're here. So please take a moment after service. We're going to have those available for the rest of the month and maybe a little longer. We got started later than we meant to, so it's never too late to start. Every day's a new day. So get your intentions in there, and then let's manifest some beautiful things together. And speaking of intentions and manifestation, tomorrow night is the first full moon of the year. Anybody else having really wild dreams this week? This happens to me, right? Around the full moon. And I almost want to pin by my bed because I wake up and I was like, what was that about? Vivid, bringing people in, just so interesting. So join us tomorrow night for this moon. We are doing the full wolf moon tomorrow night. So we spend some time talking about what's going on specifically with this full moon, and you can hear, why are you having these dreams? Why are you having these experiences? What's going on, and then you get intentional about what's yours to do, what sort of ritual. And we do some breath work, we do meditation, we do journaling, we have discussion. It's just a beautiful time to honor the full moon. And so I hope you'll show up. It's a donation based. Everybody is welcome. This says 6, but it's actually 6:30. So we'll see you at 6:30 tomorrow night. Teen Play Date is coming up on the 17th. That is a Friday night. We do it the third Friday of every month. It's a great opportunity for teens just to show up and have a safe, fun, welcoming place to just be themselves. Not a program. Not even like, I want to say it's not spiritual because there's not a lecture or a talk or any of that, but everything's spiritual. So it's a place where kids can be themselves, and what's more spiritual than that? But no one should, like, everybody's welcome. You shouldn't feel like they're going to get a lesson. They're not. They're going to play, they're going to paint, they're going to have some time to connect with each other. And that's what everyone needs, but teens really need that. So thank you for doing that. Nicole and Addie put that on, and it is amazing. They are filling the space. Yeah, it's really something amazing. It was an intention that Nicole set 2 years ago. It's one of the most heavily attended events that we have, like, bar none, every month. So it's really something special. Yes. Yeah, and the parents too have a great time, and it's just a great energy. So, all right, speaking of great energy, and something that kind of came off of that is bingo on the 24th. So they have done bingo, and they have had such a good time, so we're going to do some bingo too. So this is a new thing we want to bring regularly, just a chance to get together, have some fun, play bingo, win some little prizes. It's more about the community and the connection. So show up for that. This is our first bingo, at least in a very long time. There's been a bingo wheel up there for years. So at some point there was bingo, but it's before I was here. But we're bringing it back. We're bringing back bingo. January 24th at 6:30. Everyone is welcome. Bring your friends. It'll be a great time. Again, Daniel Namod. He is the most just lovely person with this lovely calm energy and his voice and his music, and he is a prolific songwriter in the New Thought community. You've heard many of his songs here because One Voice sings them, John sings them, Gary sings them. We all have been singing them for many, many years. So it's wonderful that he calls and says, I'd love to come up to your community. He loves this community. He loves our energy. Let's show up and really enjoy his music, have a wonderful night out, and just have this great experience of Daniel Namod, and then he'll be here on Sunday as well, so don't miss that. Bring your friends. All right, the 4 Agreements is starting this month, and we are doing days starting January 28th, so that'll be a 1 to 2:30 class in the room with the very wonderful Reverend Pixie DeFore, and then Wednesday nights via Zoom starting January 29th, 6 to 7:30. I am going to pass another board. If you've already signed up, don't sign up again. But if you haven't signed up yet and you want to do this, and I forgot to write the 4 agreements. Yes, Kelly is working on sending out registration information, so you should get that so that you can sign up. It's a very special price of $99. That's a fantastic price for this wonderful 6-week class. I've said it every week. This is where it starts, folks. This is a transformational class, transformational book. Doing the work together is amazing, and I think it's going to be I think it's going to be my sixth time. It could be my fifth time, and it's different and wonderful and uplifting every single time because you keep leveling up when you do this work. So get into class. Yes, I'm going to take it. I'm planning on taking the Zoom, I think, but yes, and Reverend Sherry's going to be there. You guys, this is good stuff. Get in on this. All right, Course in Miracles, more good work that's happening every week. It's actually at Mark and Carol Yeager's home, and it's from 3 to 4:30. So if you have questions, you can ask Mark. He's here today. And just a wonderful time to do more of this good work in small circles where you can have discussion and really go deep. Every week we have yoga classes over at the ballet studio on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Saturday meditation and breath work is every Saturday morning at 9 o'clock. And I swear, I actually did send a text saying, oh, we just have to cancel this. People aren't showing up. But we get at least one person every week. And I swear, the experiences that I have when I'm here are just, again, transformational. Sandra and I were there yesterday, and I had some amazing incoming. So show up for this, you guys. This is the way we do the work. An hour on a Saturday morning of meditation can change everything. I came home, my husband was like, what the heck happened to you at meditation? And he was saying to the kids, she's been like this since she got back from meditation. So very excited, very energetic, because things dropped in for me. I just can't encourage you enough to participate in this. And it is just love donation. All right, some cool things that we have coming up. We're doing more art sessions with Allison Tomei. So she's got all kinds of great intentional art therapy, I almost want to call it. So we're going to be doing that once a month. We don't have exact dates yet. It says save the date. We don't have a date to save, but when we give it to you, you should save it. But you should save the date for the I Love Spaghetti All-You-Can-Eat fundraiser in February. And we've got that February 15th. So that's the night after Valentine's Day, hence the I Love Spaghetti. And that is just an honest statement for me. So it is a fundraiser. It's a chance to get together, break bread together, and then we usually do some karaoke or something fun. So put it on your calendar. $15, all you can eat spaghetti, garlic bread, salads, the best deal in town, and we have just a great time. So sign up or show up for that. And that is everything that's going on in January right now. We'll have some new stuff going on in February for you soon. But right now, let's take a moment and get quiet. Silence your phone if you have not already, and we'll take a moment to bless the service. So now that we've kind of gone through our fun, our laughing, our sharing of information, let's get quiet. Let's go within. If it's comfortable, you can allow your eyes to close as you drop into that sacred space. We all drop into that because there is only one. Each and every one of us and spirit all connected in this oneness. And so right now is our time to just be still, to be open, to receive, to get quiet, to bring our loving, kind, compassionate, high vibrational energy to the room, to receive that, to connect. I know that today's service unfolds divinely. Everyone who needed to be here has shown up, whether they're online, in the space, or even those who are watching this recording later. You're right where you need to be. And so thank you and well done for showing up for yourself. And when you show up for yourself, you show up for all of us because, again, we are one. So I know that we are blessed by today's message, by our practitioner, by our minister, by our music, by our sound team, our live stream team, all of our greeters, the volunteers who are cleaning out the patio or making coffee or just talking to people, just showing up together, bringing meditation, bringing connection, and all of you bringing your gift of your perfect divine self to this space, to this center, to this community. I'm so grateful for it, grateful for each and every one of you, grateful for everyone who gives from their heart to the Amani Center, and grateful for the Amani Center for being this space, this beacon of light for us all on the planet, helping to light that path to peace and creating a space for us to show up in our divine purpose on planet Earth. And so, with great gratitude, with great joy, with great knowing, expectancy, and love, I release this word into the law, knowing that as I speak it, it is done. All is truly well. And together we say, and so it is. All right, so now we're going to bring up our practitioner of the day, the wonderful Reverend Sherry Wynn, and she will lead us in the affirmation.
Today's affirmation is brought to us by our beautiful Reverend Pixie. And so I'd like you to say it with intention and enthusiasm the first time, and then the second time, then just get quiet and turn your attention inward into your own self while you say it, and then the last time, if you'll just listen as I speak it. I now move forward with new agreements that empower and lift me up. I now leave behind the old agreements that no longer suit me and never did. I now move forward with the agreements that empower and lift me up. I now leave behind the old agreements that no longer suit me and never did. I now move forward with new agreements that empower and lift me up. I now leave behind the old agreements that no longer suit me and never did. And together we say, and so it is.
Joy at the start, fear in the journey, joy in the coming home. A part of the heart gets lost in the learning somewhere along the road. Along the road, your paths may wander. Children's faith may fail. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Darkness obscures the trail. Cursing the quest, courting disaster. Measureless nights for both. Moments of rest, glimpses of laughter are treasured along the road. Along the road, your steps may wander, your thoughts may start to stray. But through it all, in a heart held humble, levels and lights your way. Joy at the start, fear in the journey, joy in the coming home. A part of the heart gets lost in the learning somewhere along the road. Somewhere along the road. Somewhere along the road. somewhere along the road, somewhere along the road.
So let's begin in a meditation today from this beautiful rendition. Let's go to our humble heart and recognize that there is a life living us, that this one love, one life, this one presence is living through and as us. And we can connect to it in a very quiet and soft way by turning our attention inward to that sacred and holy place inside us. Let your breath lead you. Watching your breath. This life force that lives you. Staying with it. Add the word Shanti, which means peace. Just Shanti. Peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Stay with your breath and the mantra. When your mind wanders, just bring it back to your breath and the mantra Shanti. And in staying in this place of power within us, it's time for our affirmative treatment. And let my voice be the voice of you. And bring to mind any circumstance or person or situation that you would like to bless with knowing the truth. For we live in a universal power and presence that is everywhere. From the galaxies to the sand, to every breath, in every human being, in every place, this magnificent source is living, is alive, is full of love and peace and wisdom. And we now choose to connect to it by means of our own attention and intelligence. We find within us this place of power, and we know that it is full of light and peace. And so we send it everywhere. We send this knowledge of wholeness to wherever it needs, to all that suffer and feel separate, into the places of violence and destruction, into the experience of transformation, as the divine in each of us resurrects itself to its full glory in our ordinary days. We allow it to support us, guide us, inform us, fill us up with delight and laughter and joy, and it spills over into our world, bringing a blessing of goodness to all. And with great gratitude, we know this power has the power to heal and bring order and harmony and peace and light. And with great gratitude, knowing this is the truth, I know it is done, and together we say, and so it is.
Which one you want? Always a surprise, even to me. Hello, I am sorry about that. The light is long, the sun is low. I'm riding fast across this dusty road, but I don't wanna be, no, I don't wanna be. Above the ridge, an eagle flies in lazy circles in the western skies. I wanna be with him, I wanna walk the spirit trail. I've seen them come, I've seen them go. Passing the oil fields and the rodeos. But I don't wanna be, they look a better way. They live through oil fields in the hot looking sun. I know that I gotta find another way to run. I wanna walk away. I want to ride the spirit trail. Let every creature I see, whoa, be a brother and a friend to me. Let every step that I take, whoa, be a warrior on the warrior trail. I'm on a spirit trail. They took the land, they took control. They robbed my father of his very soul. To be like one of them, to be like one of them. But I don't want a native son, and I will never be another one. To give it all away, I want to walk the spirit trail. Let every creature I see, whoa, be a brother and a friend to me. Let every step that I take leave the footprints of a warrior on the spirit trail. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, oh. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, oh. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, oh. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah. Be a brother and a friend to me. At every step that I take, be the footprints of a warrior on the spirit trail. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, oh. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, oh. Thank you.
Yeah, I got platforms on y'all. I don't. I saw a video here a couple weeks ago, and then I noticed that you can barely see my head above the podium. So here we are. Thank you, John, for that. You know, we tried. Yeah. We wanted to do something a little bit different, so we sat down, and he pulls up Fogelberg. That's the guy, the go-to guy. So everything is a little bit switched up with this today. But good morning, Happy New Year, each and every one of you, the people that I know, the people that I don't know yet, and yeah, everybody. So Happy New Year, good morning, and I think that I am going to open with this, and my background guy just left. Don't go too far, Mr. Dufour. So anyway, let's get back to the program. Today I'm going to open with this. Since we're all over Rejuvenate and Reboot this month, it goes like this. 1 year from this day, you will either be exactly as you are or you will be an improved person. Your thought and your thought alone determines who you will be. No person can make you a saint, and no person can make you a sinner. You stand always in the atmosphere of your own consciousness and experience the result of your own contemplations. The divine law of justice rules and governs your life. There is no one to blame, and there is no power that creates miracles, because it already is. You know who wrote that? I guess nobody does. Raymond Charles Barker. He was a New Thought minister. Was he religious science, Reverend Sherry? Oh, good Lord. Yeah. And he worked with Ernest Holmes. Yeah, and he had a gigantic church in New York City. Yeah. And he's the one that wrote, that prosperity statement that I bring to you guys all the time? Prosperity is the ability to do what we want to do the instant we want to do it. I mean, that's total prosperity. That means your health is perfect, your finances are dynamic in a positive way, and you have the perfect relationships and person to do whatever it is you want to do at the instant you want to do it with. That is prosperity, and he's the guy that wrote that. So, yeah. So today we're going to talk about new agreements and some of the masteries that Don Miguel Ruiz discusses with regards to his book, The Four Agreements. But first, who's leveling up this month? Leveling up. You guys know what I meant. You guys are all January birthdays? Happy leveling up to you. Can we do that? Who has January birthday? One. Frank does. Anybody else? Happy leveling up to you. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to sing happy leveling up to you. And who all raised their hand that said we're leveling up? Put them back up again. Okay. So we're all leveling up, man. In spirit, we do it. We're going to make it better each and every day. So can we do that?
So that we can fit this word sandwich into the song that we know, we're going to say happy leveling, as though leveling was actually two syllables. Happy leveling.
Happy leveling to you. And
It's going to
after,
go like, yes?
Yes, and after, we're going to put our hands up, right? And out of the palm chakras and the tips of your fingers, we're going to take all the love and all the joy and the peace and the excitement and everything that's good and warm and fuzzy. We're going to put our hands up and we are going to bless each other and blast each other with the most beautiful light. And the words are going to be, we are blessing you now. I'm
That
so
works.
sorry, I forgot to use this
What do
thing.
you want him to be?
Huh?
What do you want him to be?
What do I want you
What
to
do you want him to be?
What?
Sing something. So what do you want to say? Happy what?
Happy leveling up, and then we're going to go to we are blessing you now.
Okay, you say.
Follow him, because apparently I don't know what I'm doing.
Happy. Oh, that's low. Is that low?
That's low.
Happy. Happy leveling up to you.
He said it.
Happy leveling up to you. Happy leveling up. We feel la. What do we say? Happy leveling up to you. We are blessing you now. We are blessing you now. We are blessing you. You're wonderful. We are blessing you now.
Oh, man, I got goosebumps. I felt that energy. Anybody else feel that energy? Yeah, God, it's great. Yeah, we're not going to do any boring stuff around here, you guys. We work this out together. So I was going to do a reminder today and send another little clipboard around because on my Sunday in February, I wanted to do, as part of the service, a recommitment ceremony for those of you that wanted to recommit to each other, whether it's your partner, your spouse, or your dog, or whatever it is you want. We wanted to bring you up and have linens and roses and all candlelight and all sorts of beautiful things. But does anybody know? Does anybody know what the second Sunday in February is? February 9th. Yeah, it's... So I did not want to be the reason that there was discussion going on in homes about what was more important. So we're going to put it off to another day, another year, another time. We'll renew. What the heck? Yeah. Oh, you guys liked that bump up in energy, didn't you? You want to do it again? John? You want to do it again? Not the birthday song. That beautiful song that you do. This is his.
All right. Above the hills in the northern sky, I saw a lone great owl fly. I had to stop and dry my eyes. The owl called my name tonight. Now the story goes, a rich man's gain is all for one and one for fame. A poor man's loss is a rich man's gain until the owl calls his name. The moon rose high on a cloudless night, made me tremble, run with fright. I could not face that cold hard fate, a spirit call that would not wait. Now black is black and white is white, and wrong is wrong and right is right. But there are people who walk through fire, and there are people who walk on coals, and the sky is filled with ancient starlight, and the earth is covered with age-old souls. Above the hills in the northern sky, watch me tremble, wonder why I could not face that cold hard fate, a spirit call that would not wait.
On. Hello. Yeah, right. I am on. So sorry. Thanks, John. Yeah, he wrote that. He's done this a couple times before. It's on his CD, and yeah. And do we even have his CDs here? Are we out? We need to bring more. Okay, so we have more. We have extras. So what we do is we bring the CDs in here, and you guys pay whatever it is you want to pay for them, and then it goes straight to the center. So anyway. Where am I? Okay. Today our talk title is New Agreements. Why do y'all think we need new agreements? Yeah, the old ones suck. They're not very good. They do. The old ones are no longer working for us, and maybe those old agreements never did. Some of the things that we've believed about ourselves have no truth. We've been holding on to a lot of beliefs close to us for a very long time, perhaps a lifetime. And those old beliefs, Don Miguel Ruiz said that the old beliefs of guilt or shame, I'll add in fear or anger, I'll add in all that stuff, they actually lead to our own self-rejection. We've talked about this before because there is no one harder on ourselves than who? Us. We absolutely are. And then when we feel worthless or we feel shame or we feel guilt, we beat ourselves up. And that is the self-rejection that we have. And why would we do that? If you look back at yourself when you were a little itty-bitty child, and if you're looking at those beautiful little eyes of that child, Is that child worthless? Is that child an idiot? Is that child any of the things that we call ourselves? Why on earth would we do that to ourselves now? Well, I'll tell you, we're going to get into that. This stuff has to be released so that we can fill ourselves up with love, which is what I believe ourselves, that's our truth. I consider the real us as the infant that came into this world clear, untarnished by thoughts, demands, or other people's opinions of us. Do you agree? I do agree. Yeah, but after we're born and we start the little growth process, that soon changes, doesn't it? We begin to accept the truths that are told to us by authority figures. Who are some of those authority figures? Parents? Yeah, who else? Teachers? True, true. Politicians, yeah. Thank you, Marcy. I knew that one was going to come from you. Yeah. So, friends, those mean kids in school. Anybody ever see any of those little mean kids in school? Yeah. They're just as religious authority. Notice she used the word religious authority. We are a spiritual center, and you'll never receive that from us. So, anyway, so that's where that stuff comes from. Once someone tells us something about us and we accept it, that becomes an agreement. Someone comes to me and says, "Oh, Pixie, you blah, 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 blah." And I go, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know." I've taken that in immediately. I'm a jerk. I'm an idiot. I'm a something. And so now I have an agreement. I have agreed to that, and I start to carry that with me. I was talking to my practitioner the other day. Well, actually, he's my first practitioner. He's really good. I trained him years ago. He should have got, no, actually, he's a wonderful metaphysician, and he has a great understanding of the law and of metaphysics and of the way that it works. But I was talking to my other practitioner, sorry, John, my other practitioner, and we were having this conversation, and she started to say some really nice things about me to me. And it felt good because there were years ago that if someone would have said some really kind things like that, I would have, yeah, no, whatever, kind of shut it off. I said, thank you. It felt good. I opened my heart, and it felt good. And I would recommend that for anybody that receives a compliment to open your heart and say thank you. And then out of her mouth came that word, the dreaded word. What was that? In an instant, I knew that something had not been healed. In an instant, I heard the opposite of that word in my head. I had carried it with me for a very long time because it was something I was told from an authority figure in my life. And all these 60-something years, I believed it. She said, my practitioner said, when I told her, "Pixie, that's not you. I've never seen that from you." But it was something that had hurt for a very long time, and because I was told this at a very young age, I made that agreement. I believed it. And us ministers, as practitioners, we're always working through our stuff. We are always, there's always things that are coming up that we're learning, that we're trying to release. Just because we're a minister or a practitioner doesn't mean all those things have gone away. It's a constant battle, and maybe some of you know that. This one word got shoved down in the crack somewhere. And then when I was getting rid of all my other little crappy stuff, right, it hid away. I made the assumption that this word was true about me. And I took it in so personally that I knew it just must be true. Byron Katie, anybody? Yeah. I made the assumption, and I took it personally. 2 of the 4 agreements right there. So, you guys want to go on a little ride, a little journey? Right in your little seats. May I have a little noodling, Mr. DeFore? Gentle, meditative flow noodling. All right, I want everybody to get a little comfortable. No, not a little comfortable, get a lot of comfortable. And I want to preface this journey. This journey is not about touching trauma. I don't want anybody going anywhere near trauma. Understood? We're going on a journey for words. Maybe a little feeling behind the words, but that's what we're looking for. So I invite you to close your eyes if it's comfortable for you to do so. Once again, focusing on the breath. Inhaling, exhaling, just naturally. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. With a mind's eye in front of your face, picture a swirling, sparkling, loving, soft essence of spirit energy. And every time you inhale this beautiful energy. Feel it go in, move in and through your chest, moving out through the arms, swirling about, out through the palm chakras and the fingertips. Breathing in, breathing out. Continue to watch this beautiful swirling energy move down in through the torso area, moving in and through each of the organs which are dependent one upon the other. This beautiful light touching each organ, all tissue, all cells, everything within the body, lighting up like a Roman candle. Picture this beautiful light swirling about through the hips, the pelvic area, down through the legs, out through the feet into the ground, beautiful Mother Earth, or if you're cross-legged, out into the universe. As you breathe in that beautiful swirl of light, breathe in the feeling of calm. Breathe in the feeling of peace. Breathe in the feeling of love. Nowhere else you have to go. Nothing else you have to do. The time is now. Just you, spirit, the sound of my voice, and the beautiful harmonics of the guitar behind me. Now with a mind's eye, see yourself sitting comfortably on the banks of a beautiful stream. You can hear the birds singing sweetly. It's a beautiful summer day, and a soft breeze is kissing the top of your head. That beautiful swirling light at the crown chakra. If any thoughts other than peace, calm, or love try to enter, chuck them into the stream. Wave goodbye with your mind's eye and watch them dissipate back into the nothingness from whence they came. Now from this grounded place of calm, I'd like you to start to scan your mind. Think back. I mean, really think back. Maybe a recent relationship. Or maybe your 20s or 30s. Or maybe a little before that, your high school days. And back before that, middle school days. Further back, elementary school. And even further back than that, your pre-kindergarten days, or even farther than that. What was something? What was that something that was told to you about you that maybe didn't feel good, but you took it in and you believed it? You carried it with you. What was it? Those words. You know. Those words. From you know. That person. Maybe bits and pieces of your natural being was picked apart. Maybe you were being made wrong just because you were being authentic. What happened? What happened next? Did you turn into a chameleon, changing colors as needed to please others? Did you forget about you? Do you even remember who the authentic you is? Breathing in, breathing out. 5, remembering the calm and the peace and the love that is truly you. 4, breathing in, breathing out. Seeing yourself sitting back on those banks of that beautiful stream. 3, breathing in, breathing out. 2, starting to come back to the room. Feeling your beautiful spiritual community surrounding you, safe, loved, calm, and peaceful. 1, breathing in, breathing out. And open your eyes. You know, we've had so many images projected upon us up until this moment in time right now. No one person can ever make us something else other than what we truly already are. As Raymond Charles Barker said, we have always stood in the atmosphere of our own consciousness. You see, that's the trick. You see, once we believe these things to be true, they became a part of us and became our agreements. And perhaps we carried these untruths, as we said before, maybe for life. So where do we go with this? Oh, what do we do? Don Miguel Ruiz, the author of the Four Agreements, discusses those 3 masteries that were created by the Toltec thousands of years ago. And he states that these masteries were created to help guide us from the suffering and return to our true nature, which he states is happiness, freedom, and love. Do you guys believe that? Our true nature, happiness, freedom, and love? Oh, yeah, you betcha. Like that little newborn baby coming into planet Earth. Okay, so the first mastery of awareness is the first step toward personal freedom, because we can't be free if we don't know what or where we are or what kind of freedom we're looking for. Because we can't be free if we don't know what or where we are or what kind of freedom that we're looking for. Yeah. 2, the mastery of transformation. This shows up, and it shows us how to change the dream of our life, to put some order into the voices inside our mind, to face and then transform our fears. To put some order into the voices inside our mind, and then face and transform our fears. Yeah. And the third mastery is the mastery of love or intent. Love makes the transformation of energy possible. Love makes the transformation of energy possible. Kind of like Ernest Holmes used to say, love points the way and the law makes the way possible. How many of you heard that? Okay, there's a few of us. Yeah. Energy, we've talked about energy before. Energy will never die, but we can transmute it into something else. So as the walls begin to break apart and they start to come crumbling down, and we begin to recognize that in truth, we are still that beautiful, untarnished soul that graced the earth with its presence. Each and every one of us are that beautiful, untarnished soul that graced the earth with its presence. That every bit of our true authenticity has permission to shine like it's never shone before. And as we begin to make that journey with what Don Miguel Ruiz calls the roadmap, we can use it to get to our destination. What do you suppose that roadmap is called? You got a guess? The 4 Agreements. Yeah, Don Miguel Ruiz uses the 4 Agreements as a roadmap to get where it is that we want to go. So I invite you to sign up if there's been another one that's going there. If you haven't already, feel free to sign up on the roster, and Kelly will get information to you. So I'm going to close with this. I didn't write it. I don't know who did, but I'm not claiming it because I'm on YouTube. An entire sea of water can't sink a ship unless it gets inside the ship. Similarly, the negativity of the world can't put you down unless you allow it to get inside of you. And so it is. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Pixie. Thank you, John. All right, now it's our joyful time of giving. So this is our opportunity to support the Amani Center with our gifts and tithes. We have several ways that you can do that digitally if you're not in the room, or if you just prefer not to carry cash or checks or any of those old-fashioned ways. We have these cards that are in the white covered seat backs that have Venmo and PayPal codes that you can scan. You can also set up a recurring donation at your bank. If you need help doing something like that, let me or one of the board members know. We're happy to help you with that. Those recurring ones let us know that that money's coming in, and it helps for planning as well. And also on our website at theamanicenter.org, you can go there and there is a donate button. However you choose to give, however you support the center, we're so grateful. We are an independent center. We don't have anyone else to fall back on. We're it. We're the Amani Center. So we all come together to make this place what it is and to keep it going. So I'm so grateful for all of you. As the baskets get passed, we're going to have first, Reverend Sherry's going to come up and help you bless those offerings before you drop them in, and then John is going to sing a song for us. So here's Reverend Sherry.
Okay, again, this is the beginning of the new year, so with intention. So just know that your tithes are offerings, whether they're monetary or they're physical. or there's something you do and share, or it's the word inside yourself where you help others. You just know that this tithe and offering goes out into the community, and that wherever it touches, it blesses. And so we say thank you for this. So it is.
I give up my heart, I give up my soul, I give up my treasures, because I know that as I give, I will receive. The journey is complete. Oh, the circle. I give up my heart, I give up my soul, I give up my treasures, because I know that as I give, I will receive. The circle is complete. I give up my heart, I give up my soul, I give up my treasures, because I know that as I give, I will receive. The circle is complete. The circle is complete.
Thank you for your tithes and offerings, and I know that they are pressed down to overflowing and do exactly what they need to do for the highest and best of all. And so it is.
Thank you, Reverend Sherry. All right, are the kids back? No kids? Okay. So kids are obviously still having fun. Yes, that is wonderful. So we'll go ahead and close out our service today with our closing song. So let's stand, hold hands, put our hands out to share the energy, and sing together. The presence is here. The presence is here. Love and spirit prevail on each face. The presence is here. Amen. The presence is here. And I will meet you in grace. I will meet you in grace.
And so we just move forward this week in the light and the love and the peace and the power that I know each of you are in your own lives, knowing that each person that we meet, each child, each one of our puppy dogs or kitty cats that we greet, we know that those eyes that we look into are the eyes of God. Each and every single one of them, whether we like them or not. It's all God. Together we say, and so it is.
I could not do it in those.
Finally realized I needed to take a stand, and that by changing my thinking, I could change my